All right, I'm starting it. That's how it starts. Is
God damn it, dude.
What is that from, Austin?
I don't know. It's been stuck in my head all day.
Be-doo, be-boo, be-bop, or where the fuck? Now it's in my head. Now
That sounds horrible.
No, it sounds perfect. Hopefully, for those of you listening, I haven't just completely fucked the audio again. I think everyone should be roughly the same volume.
I can't wait to scream into my mic soon.
I still blame Jit.
Here's okay. I gotta turn Austin down just a little bit here.
Oh god damn it!
I'm learning. The problem is that Jit, where's your microphone at?
Would you like to see?
Yeah,
Yes.
I would like you to show us.
So if you take the camera and you point it down,
Yeah,
there's
Okay.
the microphone.
Okay, yeah. So I think the issue is that the difference in like sound that you make from sitting like this to like this. It's like a fucking 40 decibel difference.
Name one time I've ever sat back to talk to you during this podcast.
Most of the podcast.
That's not a chance. I am
I-
attentive and forward.
Listen, I just need you. I don't care. I don't not worry about your posture. The posture isn't what I'm going fuck. You could fucking leave the room and not be on camera as long as your audio quality was the fucking same.
No,
Oh yeah.
the audio is
Oh.
never going to change.
Oh no.
You
You're
know
gonna
what
have to
does-
adjust the audio levels again.
You know what doesn't help me? When you fucking move the microphone. Just pick a
What do you
place
mean?
for the microphone and then pick a place for your fucking head to be.
Yeah, I've picked it. I'm going to hold the microphone so it's always close to me.
Just in
Okay.
that sentence, you moved the mic like 6 times.
No.
Oh my god. Anyways.
I'll set it back for you so you don't have to play with the audio levels too
Oh
much.
my god.
Oh my god.
How's that there for you?
I fucking
Good morning, Haley, by the way, on your drive
yeah,
to work.
good morning,
enjoy this.
Nigel. On your sitting in your house, schizophrenically listening to me talk in your
Hello.
headphones. Yeah, who'd you like to say hi to, Austin?
Shout out my mom.
No shot your mom watches this.
I'll send it to my mom.
Do it. What's up,
No.
Austin's mom? Are you ready for me to tell you all the bad things he did in high school and how much of a
I
bad
don't
egg he was?
Now, I know
You were
who
the
I-
one of the first reasons that I got grounded when I was in high school.
Yeah, and it's not my fault that your fucking mom was unreasonable about the time she wanted you home at. All right.
Yeah, that's fair.
Was that what event was that where I brought you home like fucking 5 years late from when you were supposed to be home?
We went and we saw Dracula and then went to Denny's.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that
It's a
I
movie
didn't get
of
home till like
bats.
2 in and my mom freaked the fuck out.
That's so funny because I have the exact opposite. I have fucking what's it called? Tomato soup in my beard. Please hold
Nice.
or my mustache.
We couldn't tell, since your beard's so orange already.
Thanks,
That
dude.
is
I
true.
hope that you are hit in the fucking head by a handgun's bullet sometime this week, you dumb
Jesus.
motherfucker.
Right.
But you survive,
Oh.
only to be horribly disfigured. You rat motherfucker. Anyways,
This got dark real quick.
it's gonna keep getting dark. This is the dark episode. This is where we really just get down and dirty with podcast facts and just
Yeah.
if we fucking give May PTSD from this episode
I've adjusted my lighting accordingly.
as we delve into the darkness of our minds and talk about
I'll make a spooky overlay.
yes, dude, a very spooky overlay for our fucking early December video. Fun fact. So my entire life has been one quest, right? And the only quest in my life is to finish a container of chapstick, right? Without losing it. And for my entire life, this has been just a fucking struggle. I have 3 chapsticks, all at roughly this level that I've somehow maintained keeping on my person for the entirety of living in Minnesota. And it probably has everything to do with the fact that I don't leave my house in Minnesota to like go work on job sites randomly. But
I was going to say, how often do you leave your house in general? Not even just to work, but
I mean, like every day, I walk my dog, but
Yeah, okay.
it's not like I'm like setting the fucking chapstick down while I'm walking the dog. But yeah, no, I've never been able to finish off. Like, I want to eat this right now to make sure I finish it. I just so I can.
Do it.
I can. Yeah. No,
Right
I'm not
now.
gonna fucking eat. My tummy will
Close
be.
your
Don't
eyes.
say it. Don't say
Close
it if
your
you're not
eyes
gonna
and
do it.
throw it. Close your eyes and throw it.
What? In what direction?
Any.
Any
I don't
direction.
want to. I'll lose it
As hard
No.
as you can.
You'll find it again, I'm sure.
as hard as I can. Okay,
As
pick
hard
a
as you
direction.
possibly can. Directly
direction.
behind you. I want to see
23
you
degrees north.
baseball pitch it into the fucking
Okay, I
wall.
think. Okay, so how many degrees north did you say? Jet?
23.
23 degrees north. Okay, let's
I
get
really hope that's directly behind him.
I'm concerned it's gonna be directly in front of me, and I'm gonna fuck up my. Sorry, I'm a boomer and I can't use the fucking new
Compass
Yeah.
app.
phone layout.
watching you use your phone
Okay.
just hurts me.
Sorry. So what degree north did you want?
23.
23 degrees north.
Oh, we're gonna get a good action shot out of this.
As hard as you possibly can.
Let's go, Jesus.
Oh no! It exploded.
Oh, sit down. Get back here.
I know, you just gotta leave it.
Yeah.
Posey will clean
it. Posey will finish it off for you.
Okay, I got bad
Oh, no.
news.
Yeah.
It
What's
didn't
the
survive
good
the impact.
news? Oh well. Guess
Well,
you
now
won't
you gotta
finish
finish
that
it. You gotta just eat it.
No, it's covered in
Such
hair.
a bitch.
I still got 2 other chapsticks I've almost finished. Surely I won't get gaslit into throwing those as hard as I can into a
You
wall.
gotta throw the other one at 54 degrees.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Keep adjusting it.
Whichever one is directly into your monitor.
Both of those numbers are directly on my monitor.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah, it turns out 30 and 54 degrees north is like this much difference when, you know.
Yeah. You know, there's 360 degrees.
Yeah.
You go all the way around. So
Yeah.
20 degrees ain't that big.
Yeah, that's what I call it. The Xbox 360. You turn 360 degrees and walk away.
Dog shit. Fucking lying.
You wouldn't be walking away, you'd be walking into it, dumbass.
No
Shut up,
shit.
Austin. I
That's
fucking
the
hate you.
fucking meme, Austin. Dude, that was like. I remember being like fucking 7th grade, like when fucking memes were first becoming a popular thing with like Rage comics and shit,
Yeah.
and just seeing that
God.
meme where it's like, why do they call it the Xbox 360? Because you turn 360 degrees and walk. And I fell in love. I was like, this is the greatest fucking meme of all time.
It's just like, I think Neps is still in my Discord as Fortnite 2. Just because anytime that we played Fortnite, it was, so when's Fortnite 2 coming out?
Hell
Every
yeah, brother.
goddamn day.
Listen, Neps and I never got into Fortnite, and I don't know if that's a good or bad thing for us. Because yeah,
Probably a good thing.
Probably good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never got into Fortnite. Oh my god, last night this is a first time I've always ate at my desk. I'm a desk eater, okay?
We know. We are very aware.
I've never had a problem with crumbs, you know? It's never been an issue. Yesterday,
Oh.
my 9/11 happened.
Was there ants?
What?
No, I've never had ants, thank God.
Damn.
Yeah.
Roaches? It's even
No.
worse.
Roach? Soap trusted you. Anyways, I fucking put the plate on my desk, and it's just something in my brain goes, this isn't right. Something is wrong. And I'm like, what's wrong? And I don't know what, like, I'm just looking at it, and I'm looking at it, and then I watch the plate just go, "Eep," and fling the fucking rice with like avocado and
Oh,
fucking tomato just everywhere all over my fucking floor. Oh my god, my seat was just covered in rice. I just sat there like, well, the worst part too is I was sitting down when it happened. So like now my dick is covered in burning hot fucking rice.
Yeah,
And
naturally.
I'm just like, it was an experience, and you know, I ate my soup upstairs today. I was beaten, man.
You're
Can't say I've
scarred.
ever done that. You know,
Yeah.
usually I firmly have a zone in my desk
Yeah.
that is just like 2 feet by 2 feet, locked off only for food.
Well, yeah. What's weird is like, so I have like probably a 4 foot by like 4 foot like grid to my right where I can put things, and right now I haven't like created a pile of shit that's never gonna move, so it's completely
Yeah.
empty. And I still chose to sit on the edge of my desk and fucking catapult it into myself like a fucking moron.
It's kind of impressive.
Yeah, no, it was awful, and I hated
You
it.
went
Okay,
out of your
better
way to ruin
question.
your day.
What's up?
Did you continue to eat the food or did you go make more food?
Well, so here's the best part. As it
Check.
tipped, I managed to catch a handful of it, and I just put that back on the plate and I ate that, and then I cleaned it up after I ate. You know, I was a little too hungry.
I was
to-
really expecting you to just take the handful right up to your mouth like a little
That's
fork,
exactly what I
just
was
yolk
expecting.
bag, and just like go wild on it.
I'm not against that. That's not. It wasn't like a.
Well,
It wasn't
that's
me being
all if you
too
do.
good. Yeah. Anyways, I've been watching this. I've been rewatching a lot of content that I've really enjoyed from this channel called Grand Thumb. It's a
Alright.
gun YouTuber, and my man. I click on a video today, and every intro he has, he's like a relatively normie person with like a pretty like schizo audience. So like the juxtaposition of like his personality to the comments is always very funny because he just doesn't get it half the time. But sometimes he like plays into the madness. So like the video starts, it's a handgun test. He's testing a bunch of handguns to see how they would do in like freezing temperature. And like it starts, he's like, you're in the middle of your hunt in the middle of rural, Minnesota. You've tracked this skinwalker down to like this frozen lake. And he goes into graphic detail about, as you're trouncing across the lake, you hear a crack and you fall beneath the water. He's like, as you surface, you see it. You hear the clicking as its talons, scrape across the ice. It's coming for you. What handgun would work best? And it's like, so he like freezes these handguns, and like, it's just a fucking great video. The entire time he's like, this test is wildly unreasonable. Like, do not take any of the findings of his tests to determine that you're going to purchase any of these handguns. Like, this is an absurd test that is this is cartoonish levels of like quality we're trying to get out of these handguns. Do not think that a handgun is bad because it fails this test. Followed by every comment just being like, what the fuck do you mean unreasonable? Like, every Thursday I am out on a skinwalker hunt, And one guy's like, no, like, I can 100% like back up a lot of these findings. I remember being up in the Nepal mountains with one of my friends, and we found a frozen check, and we took his handgun off him, and a mere seconds later, a Yeti came to attack us, and the CZ-95 was able to dispense 5 rounds, wounding the Wendigo long enough for us to escape. And it's like, just every comment is fucking golden on that channel.
Jesus Christ.
His production quality is fucking insane too. Like, yeah, that guy's channel is just phenomenal. I'll never make something like that. What's up?
I was gonna say, why aren't you putting out this kind of content then? Like, what's
so I thought about, because like, I own a bunch of handguns, so I thought about but the problem is I don't have a crew. Like, if I had a crew of 4 or 5 guys to be willing to help me, I'd do this.
You do.
You're too far.
Is this why you told me that I should move out there?
Yes. Oh yeah, no. If you'd move out here, Austin, we'd be doing this. What I would do is I would go hop into a frozen lake, and I'd be like, "Listen, these tests were a little unreasonable. Okay, you put you covered them in water, and then you put them in like a cooler full of what's it called?
Ice.
Dry ice. It's like." So it's a lot colder than what the conditions of Wendigo hunting. And I like wait till it was like really snowy. We get on this ice. We would break a hole in this fucking ice, and I would jump in the ice with that fucking handgun, and we would test it from there. And I would like lose 9 fingers, but I would get 38 views, and it'd be a fucking great video.
Yeah, I'd watch it. I'd be part of it, and I'd watch it.
Yeah, no, I really think that my life trajectory just goes net positive if I can get you and Austin to move near me so that we can like actually meet up in real life and record things. Because I feel like I'm willing to put myself in an unreasonable amount of danger for like 13 views.
I can attest for this. Dylan is very much so like about the bit. No matter what the like response is to like his body, it doesn't matter. If the bit is funny, he'll do it.
Yeah, I think every single person who knows me and listens to this podcast should, I would hope, know that my commitment to the bit is absolute. Like, there is, I will risk life and death if I think it's going to be kind of funny. And
that's what we need.
It's mostly panned out. I'm very excited. So I finally, after having paid for it a year ago, finally set up my static IP. So now I can host a Zomboid server. So this weekend, we'll do a stress test. We'll just get as many people as we can on at one time, and just see how my computer handles having, 20 people on at a time. And then once we get that set up, like I'll make like a primer to send everyone who's going to plan, like, hey, here's like the idea behind the server, like play with this mindset, like, don't worry about min-maxing your character. Your character is going to die. The point of this server is not for you to have a min-maxed character that lives forever. The point of this server is to create a beautiful narrative for me to craft where, we split off into groups and I get to have an A and B story in an episode where it's like, here's Jit and Austin going off to the convenience store, and it's like, oh, they run into Spiv. Boom, they all hop into Discord together. They're talking. In the middle of this conversation, Spiv cuts her leg on a piece of glass. She's like, fuck, my character's a little bit slower. And then, 10 minutes later, they're leaving the store. They get attacked by a horde, and Spiv's just not fast enough, and we have to watch Spiv get eaten. And then hopefully Spiv sets up her Discord audio or her OBS audio cord. That's the biggest thing for me. I need to explain to everyone how to put their fucking mic on a separate track than their game volume, or else if it's Spiv, we're just gonna fucking, as she's dying, just every breath from Spiv. But I think I put that in the primer of like how to download OBS, how to set it up, where to like save your recordings to, the settings you should use. Here's how to separate your fucking audio tracks, like test this before. That kind of shit. So
you're asking a lot of these people.
Yeah, I'm asking a lot, but I'm hoping that like I can write a decent enough primer that explains everything and all that jazz.
Why don't we just use voice over IP? Comes in the game.
Is it in the game?
Yeah.
Is it?
I think it doesn't work really well, but it's in the game.
I'm sure there's probably
I looked it
a
up
plugin because there's a big thing recently has been like SMP servers on Minecraft and whatnot. It's like you've got to be streaming or live or doing something on the server to be able to join.
I see.
Yeah. But there's got to be a plugin for Zomboid where it categorizes like Discord, because it's how they were doing it with Minecraft. It's like if you were in a certain area of Minecraft, it would put you in a different Discord channel.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Show to Valence SMP, the number 1 Minecraft server.
Interesting. Okay, I mean, I'm down to look at, because I was just gonna go on the honor system of like having everyone like, you know, if you're not with, you know, in a reasonable area near Spiv, you gotta leave a Discord channel, okay? And I might make a separate Discord for it, and then just like make roles of like alive and dead. So if you're dead, you gotta tell me. Then I give you the dead role, so you can no longer join the Discord channels. You're fucking gonzo, okay?
You should get banned all through.
You don't exist anymore. And I fuck with that idea. I like the idea of like making it back to base and then like just being informed of the news of like 9 of us went out to the fucking hardware store to find a sledgehammer and I'm all that's left. Yeah. And there's no sledgehammer. But
good.
I think Zomboid's gonna be the last. So yeah, I'll probably get it like mostly set up tonight, and then we'll just test it a bit throughout the week, and like I'm gonna tweak some settings and figure out what I want for my like in universe, what I want supply wise, food wise, like how quickly do I want us to run out of food and resort to cannibalism, stuff like that.
Very quickly.
I was gonna say, like, what is the ideal timeline of how many weeks do you think this run if we're doing it once a week?
Assuming we're doing it, my expectation for the first season here, and when I say I shouldn't say the first series here, because who knows how many times we'll go back to it, you know. I don't think that we're gonna have enough people for a fucking show week 4. Okay, I think that it's gonna start. My optimistic hope is 15 people on the server day 1, or actually week 1. So like that first Wednesday, we might do weekend stuff too if everyone can do it, just to give like more time to, you know, progress the story and all that jazz. But also I also like having a week off to edit things. But it'll probably take like at least a month before the first episode comes out, because I got to figure out like narratively how I want to structure it all. But I think first recording session ends with like 6 deaths at least.
That's what you're predicting?
That is a big possibility, because I'm just thinking of the first time that we played Zomboid, and we didn't make it out of the first town. We had to just keep resetting.
Yeah. I like it's going to be, it's literally like, I'm hoping that with big numbers, because I'm sure some groups will spawn in different places and like have their own like B stories that I can cut back to, and like, but it's like if they do that too, like it does put a lot of effort on me where now I got to go watch their footage and like figure out if I can even make a narrative or if I want to introduce them later, and stuff like that. But I love the concept, and I hope it pans out well. I think that a lot of people will be interested. My only fear is that people are gonna fucking spurg out if they die, as opposed to just accepting that like you got okay.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait to play this game, immediately followed by like, and you're dead. Or it's like, you know, listen, buddy, someone is going to leave someone behind to save their own ass. and one of 2 things is going to happen, right? Either that person dies and is going to get mauled as fuck about it, or they're going to live and be even more mauled.
Come back with a vengeance. You have a villain arc.
Like, you know, Piggy's gonna come back. Like, I had to leave Spiv. There was just too many of them. And then
Spiv's always getting left.
Yeah, listen, my knowledge
just in the corner, quiet, breathing into her mic, plotting her revenge.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, every exhale is like 4 different ways fucking Piggy's gonna die. But no, the reason that Spiv is always gonna die is because despite the fact that Spiv has more Zomboid experience than all of us combined, my memory of Spiv was literally if I left her alone for 5 seconds.
She just melted.
It's like, well, you're fucking dead, buddy. So, you know, I'm hoping that will, you know,
In
be
that
a fun experience.
in that circumstance, though, if someone does die, are you just gonna basically tell them to fuck off, or are you gonna listen to them bitch about wanting to be brought back?
Oh, you're dead. Get fucked. If the server DCs and you die for some bullshit reason, you're dead. Okay, that's part of the narrative.
Dylan's just covering his own ass for when his server inevitably dies.
Yeah, 100%.
Death is death.
Yeah, no, listen. I fully expect because listen, okay, I make the hero play every time when it comes to survival games. Okay, shooters not so much. Okay, but like. If Spiv is getting surrounded, I'm going out there to save Spiv like it's a fucking episode of The Walking Dead. I'm like, Spiv, we gotta go. So I'm like shoving zombies, and I might die to save Spiv, but I'm willing to do that for the narrative. And then it's like, it makes it way easier for me to just fucking not have to be like, I don't have to, like, I'm not there anymore. I can just go hop in silently and like watch people play and like take notes.
You get to play the producer role.
Yeah, like as much as I want to be the on-screen talent role, I think I am much better in the producer role and like all that jazz. But I don't know. I'm very excited for it. The top of my head is unbelievably fucking itchy for some reason.
I personally just can't wait for someone to come back to camp bit
And not say a thing to anybody
Yes.
else.
and not a
Yes.
word said.
It's gonna be so good.
Yeah. No, I want to.
Just like,
I
I'll
want
do a quick
someone.
check on you.
No, listen. I want
Let's
people
see
to
how
be
you're
like,
feeling.
like no, like get away from me. Like fuck off. I'm just cut. And like 2 hours later, like, huh? Irma's not in the Discord anymore. And like you go into the bathroom to also wash up, and there's a fucking zombie Irma, and suddenly 2 more people are dead in the camp. I love that.
It's so good.
Like, I am very much hoping to create a beautiful narrative. I've been like I've been looking for like music to have on the background because that's my biggest thing. I always fuck with that, as I never know what music to play. Because like music is so fucking important for videos and making them like not dog shit. And yeah, so I gotta find like music that I like and what's good, like ambient music and shit like that.
No, take the load off yourself. You tell everybody who submits their footage to also submit a song they want to play in the background
Fuck
as their personal tune. And
Fuck that.
Immediately
Holy
copyright strikes.
shit.
oh god.
Copyright strikes, but just imagine cutting back and forth between footage
Yeah.
and like Metallica and then like classical
My
music.
skin, these words they do not. Yeah.
Creamery's fucking 80s rock playlist and then
Yeah.
switch to Sniv.
80s on 8. Yeah. Immediately followed by like, you later go. Yeah. So maybe not that. I don't know. I hope that it goes well. So I should probably send out some feelers because I think I have like a rough estimate of like who's gonna actually show up. But yeah, I'm gonna have it set during like Wednesday at raid time. That way, like people that would normally raid with us. Yeah, and it's like that way they don't have to change their schedules. Like,
yeah,
if they want to come, they're free and that kind of shit. So I think it'll be great. Me too, buddy.
I can't wait to die so quickly.
Yeah, no, that's the, like I really don't think that this narrative lasts beyond like 14 minutes. Like,
oh no,
someone is gonna fuck up. Like, someone is going to start a fire that we won't be able to put out, and it's gonna go horribly.
I can't wait to make my deaf mute signature character.
Hell yeah,
Who sets off the house alarms next door.
that's so funny.
I still remember that. Like, I walked in, I was like, oh yeah, just looting. Spiv's panicking across the street. I don't realize we're beside each other.
Yeah.
And I go to the window, I'm like, where are all these zombies coming from? She's like, oh, it's you dumbass.
I think my favorite attribute is the people that chose like the slow driver. So we're trying to like get out of something hairy and it's just fucking slow as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something too, is like how I want to set up character creations. Because like even if you make the most overpowered character of all time, it takes one bite. That's all it takes. It takes one bite. So I think I'm gonna give everyone free reign to like think narratively, give your character like negative traits lore wise, make being a smoker is pretty funny. Make it so we have to find you fucking packs of ciggies or else you're gonna lose your fucking mind. Shit like that. Like, or it's like if you want to be fucking Special Forces McGee, like guess what? Special Forces McGee also dies in this fucking movie. So
I think the narrative, like the backstory, that should be one like stipulation, is you have to explain your character's backstory before anything happens.
I don't know about that, because now you're putting a lot of pressure on people with zero creativity in our friend group.
I don't know if you've met most of these people. Say, I was drunken uncle. That's my backstory, and I got bit.
Yeah, I got bit. So I need to figure out like I gotta find a voice, because I'm like 12% certain that I can get Nigel to play with us, and just like have like a text to speech every time like stupid chat bubbles appear over Nigel's head.
I was gonna say, yeah, if the mutes are playing, there has to be some form of text to speech enabled.
Yeah. Now don't say the mutes, okay? Hopefully there's just one, you know. But there might be a pack of 3 of them roaming, just giving me dead content because like there's just no audio whatsoever.
No, for the mutes, they don't have a choice. They have to pick mute in game.
Yes.
And they can't.
Oh, that's solid.
Can't type.
Okay, I said yes. No, that's terrible.
That's too bad.
I think just trying to wean them off like soon, so they just die quickly.
Their little group has to just exist on their own or protected. That's it.
Never. 100% what's going to happen. My character is going to die doing something to save like poor little Nigel as they're just confused walking through the streets of zombies. I will fucking sacrifice life and limb for the bit. It's going to be beautiful.
Not worth it.
It's always worth it, okay? Always make the hero play.
Oh, but you can't use that against me.
I can, and I will. But no, again, I'm very excited to see where it all goes.
I can't wait for all of us to spawn near each other. One person get a car and just run through the entire group and just call it a day.
Yes.
You know how good that would be footage wise? Like we finally start the server, we all fucking die because Jit got a car.
No, first of all, it would be 100% Swift. Okay, Swift his character would literally have the Joker makeup on and just run everyone over. I toyed with the idea of having friendly fire on with guns at least, but then I was like, no, someone's gonna act. Then again, it's pretty funny if someone accidentally shoots somebody. Like, I've got you covered. Bam! Like, oh fuck! Like you shot me, you dumb cunt.
Yeah, you're gonna have to enable that.
I think so. Yeah. I'll talk. Spiv knows a lot more about settings, so I'll talk about Spiv. Like, what's a good setting?
I still think proximity chat is probably going to be. It has to happen. I think that's
that's what I would prefer if you could only hear each other if you're within like X amount of feet. It's like all that jazz. But I think the in-game voice chat is so shit and unreliable that like it's just going to create a annoying experience.
Double check with Spiv on how that is, because anything I found about it was like 2 years old.
Yeah,
from sources on if voice works or not.
I'm also fine with just like have a little decency when we're playing, and hop channels. I'll have a little Discord, like 9 channels of like areas that you're at, and if you run into them, you quickly hop into the channel like, Spiv, I'm so great to see you. You don't look so good. Have you been bit? No, and just vomits everywhere and then kills one of your group. But I don't know. I'm an excited little Gary for creativity. And it's like every night I have like little schizo moments where I'm just like writing furiously in my notebook ideas that I'll never do.
I've been doing the same thing where I'll like, granted mine's a little different, but I'll like have these brilliant ass ideas and then I'll never do them.
So I mean, I'm the exact same way where my ideas are billion-dollar ideas, just aggressive, no zero flaws in them whatsoever.
I'm just perfect.
But I write them down, so 7 years from now, we can make that content. Okay, it won't be relevant anymore or make any sense, and I'll be confused as to what the fuck I wrote 7 years ago. But it's gonna be great. There's no way it goes poorly.
Not at all.
Yeah, dude, I had the weirdest dream about World of Warcraft recently. So you know how like playing that game? In a RuneScape there's like the wilderness.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like World of Warcraft, but it was my World of Warcraft inventory, and I remember. So basically, what happens is like there's like a war or something happening in the woods near my childhood home, but the game is like real life, but it's a game, right? So if you die, you just come back. But you drop all your loot. So like I'm like fighting, and I just get I make the hero play and I die, right? And then I realize, oh my god, I didn't go to the fucking bank and put all my like my like important shit away. And to clarify, when I say important shit, I don't mean like credit cards or anything. I mean like, oh my god, dude, like Nigel got me that Warglyph of Azeroth and now it's fucking gone. Nigel got me that. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be in so much trouble. And I remember like sprinting there, and I make it to my body, right? Somehow no one's there, but they're coming. Like I got just a few seconds to grab some things, and I had to make a decision of what is important. And it's like the items that I have are like, you know, the Warglaive, some other like fucking Nigel-related activities, my like real life credit card, like it was like all of my money in real life, whatever the fuck, and like my wallet and like all my raid gear, and I'm like, I don't have time. And I like grabbed my Hearthstone. I remember grabbing my Hearthstone, and then I grabbed the Warglaive and the other fucking thing I can't remember right now from Nigel. And I Hearth, and then as soon as I Hearth, I'm like, oh, I got out there, and I was like, as soon as I realized that I only grabbed 2 things, I'm just sitting there and I was like, I had so much more time. I could have grabbed all of it. Why the fuck would I? So the rest of my dream is like me like sprinting into this area, killing every enemy player I come across, trying to like find my shit. And then I woke up and I was like, so I always try and like derive meaning from dreams. Could not begin to scratch the surface of any of what that meant. But it happened. It was the thing that occurred. But
you need to stop taking whatever medication you're taking for these dreams.
Yeah, no, Nigel has me on this new medication. Estrogen? I don't know. Is that a... says it'll make me grow big and strong. I'm not certain. I'm new. But, but no, like, do you guys ever, like, analyze your dreams and be like, oh, like, this is clearly, like, a representation of this in my life, and, like, this is how my brain is, like, processing it, or are you guys just normal?
No. I have dreams where I can't tell if they're real or not, and that fucks with me. Where I'm like, did that really happen or was it a dream?
Oh, that's just, you're just going schizo then if you can't.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
You can't differentiate? Oh my god.
No, sometimes I can't. Very much. I mean, if it's a dream where I'm like flying, then of course. But if it's just something stupid, like, oh, I had a conversation with somebody, I'm like, fuck, did I have that conversation?
Yeah. Do you guys ever have dreams where you get a fuck?
Oh,
those are the best dreams, dude. Were you gonna have sex in your dreams? They're based.
Well, I'm not married yet, so.
Oh, that's true. No. Yeah,
I would never.
Fair, based. You know, I'm being like fucking 14 and like having my first dream where I gotta have sex, and then just like, this is I want to live here forever for all of time. Zero
Why don't
reference.
I just keep dreaming?
Yeah, zero reference for like what sex actually felt like. But in my dream, I was like, this is sick as fuck, dude. This is something I know is cool.
And that's just like a every 14-year-old type thing.
Okay, I just want to make sure that it wasn't just me.
But most of us stop at 14, you know.
Yeah, I keep doing it forever. Yeah.
Yeah, you're strange.
Yeah. Have you guys seen that fucking I can't remember the show it's from, but it's like he like goes back in time and he like is interacting with some like his like bully or whatever, but his bully is like 13 now, and he's like alone in his room with his bully, and he just turns over to them and he looks at him and he goes, "You're the only one who does it. Everyone else thinks you're a freak." And then he leaves. Laughing like, oh fuck, like that is like such a great way to fucking destroy a fucking like 14-year-old's worldview. Just like you don't need any context, you just have to say, like, no one else does that, and they think you're a freak for doing it. And 13-year-old me would be like 30 different things. I'm like, oh god, no.
Completely change who you are by the next day.
Oh yeah.
Just like I gotta cover all my bases. Could be any of those things.
Now to clarify shit, that right there is a significant difference between yourself, I, and like 90% of the fucking human population. Okay, you and I. Right? Our mindset when someone says that to us is like, oh, fuck, it's a weird behavior. Like, I need to rectify this immediately, right? Everyone else just keeps being a furry. And it's like, oh, well, I guess.
The cure's right there in front of them. They just need to stop.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah, no, dude, I think about this so much, okay? Like, there's this fucking scene in this movie. I can't remember the fucking movie, but it's like Batman is like fighting the alternate universe Batman or whatever the fuck. He's like Owlman now. But he's like they're fighting and Batman like right before he fucking destroys him, like hits him with not one-liner, but like that quip where he's just like, that on that day you and I both stared into the abyss. There's just one difference. When the abyss stared back, you blinked, and then he fucking kills him. And I always think of that in reference to furries, where they're like, yeah, like, well, no, I just watched Space Jam and Lola Bunny was just so, and it's like, yeah, you and I both stared into the abyss. When the abyss stared back, you blinked, okay? And now you're a fucking furry, you loser piece of shit.
You showed a moment of weakness.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, this might just be like me being like a complete like fucking elitist, but I feel like there are so many things that happen when people spend too much time on the internet, and my response is just like, yeah, you're weak. Like you chose to like let this like strange behavior take over your fucking mind, as opposed to just being like, oh, that was weird. I probably shouldn't have done that. Like,
yeah,
it feels like people like intrusive thoughts, right? Like people talk about like, I've actually never had this, but I've heard of people talk about it. I know it's a thing where they'll talk about like driving and like having like the sudden urge to like yank the steering wheel into oncoming traffic, right?
All the time.
Oh yeah, that's common.
So it's I think about it like that, where it's like, yeah, like a significant portion of the population has these feelings, but they just don't choose to act on them. It's like, yeah, furries are acting on this. And I hate to single out furries. There are tons of other weirdos we should be attacking, but
furries deserve it too.
Yeah, no, yeah, and to clarify, furries deserve it, but there's just, maybe I'm the bad person for like my just absolute disgust of like so many people like just giving up on trying to be normal, because it's like it's not even that I don't like furries. I could not give a less of a fuck if you jack off to fucking Vaporeon, okay? Sorry that you're hearing this, man. I do not care how juicy of a pussy you think Vaporeon has, okay?
And it would be the juiciest out of all.
It would be the absolute juiciest out of all the evolutions. Literally a water-type Pokemon, okay? Slopping wet. However, that part's fine. What I don't like is the weirdness in your behaviors that comes with being a furry, if that makes sense, right?
Like, yeah, the like walking on all fours and fucking pretending to be a dog thing. Don't understand.
I don't even mean that.
Oh, I mean that 100%. It's fucking weird.
I'm willing to accept it. So, like, for example, right? There's nothing wrong with liking anime. Okay, anime is fine. However, there are those fucking kids that can't shut the fuck up about how Naruto could actually beat up Goku, and those people are like, yeah, you're what's wrong. Like, keep those thoughts internal, okay? Like, don't be a fucking just be normal. It's not hard, okay? You can like weird shit and be into weird shit, but have a normal personality and be able to interact with the average fucking group of people. Totally fine, right? Like, I could go walk into a furry convention and talk about how juicy and slopping wet Vaporeon's fucking box is, right? But I can also like sit down and have a conversation with my grandma without talking about Vaporeon's slopping wet fucking pussy.
It's just like they forgot what compartmentalization is. It's
yes.
just they're like, yeah, it's all floodgates are open.
I just love that Dylan is having this conversation in a Team Jesus t-shirt. I don't know why. It's comedic gold.
Speaking of this t-shirt is part of one of the most gaslit moments of my entire life. Okay.
Religion?
All right.
No. I wish. So when Jocelyn first moved into my house in California, so I am the only one who does my laundry. I fucking hate if people clean my room for me, if people do my laundry for me. I don't like acts of service from people that are not like someone I trust, because I get like a suspicion of like, you're trying to fucking get one over on me somehow. like you're gonna use the fact that you do my fucking laundry or something. But also a lot of also ties back to like, I like things done how I like them done, right? So Jocelyn did my laundry one time without me asking, shrunk the fuck out of all of my shirts, right? And I go to put them on one day and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, there's no universe that I've gained 40 pounds in the 2 days since I last wore this shirt, right? And instead of Jocelyn being like, oh fuck, yeah, my bad, I put the water to like hot as fuck, that's my bad, I didn't even think about that, she just goes, no, you've just been getting fatter. And I'm like, okay, like first of all, absolutely, okay, I've absolutely been getting fatter. However, okay, I have not put on 40. I wore this shirt 2 days ago.
It was a spontaneous event that you doubled your weight.
Yeah, and it's like obviously, like, living in Minnesota, where I just eat nothing all day and like I've run out of water, so now I just don't even drink or eat anymore. I just like lay in the snow and hope that it absorbs through my skin. Now I'm wearing like this shirt used to be short. This is like a fucking medium now, and I can wear this just fine, as opposed to like, 100 pounds ago, it's wearing double XL, and like yeah, I did not get too fat for this shirt. God damn it. Okay, eventually I did get too fat for this shirt, but at the time,
then.
Yeah, I'm still mad thinking about it. Just the like audacity of like, no, you've just been getting fatter. Like what? Like why?
Listen,
why would you say this?
My parents did the exact same thing to me. I remember I came home for the holidays one year. I brought all my nice knit sweaters. I wore one. I was like, well, I'll wash these later. And I was like, oh, I must have washed them without even thinking.
Mm-hmm.
They're all clean now. And I went to put it on, same thing. I was like, oh, I'm bursting at the seams. And my mom was like, yeah, no, you're just fat. That's how life is. Sorry, buddy.
I feel like there's a big difference between parents saying it and then your significant other saying it. I feel like that's a big like, wait, hold on, what the fuck?
No, I think it's funny both times. So I actually, for the record, if I was getting fatter and I put on 40 pounds in 2 days, and she said you're getting fatter, I would want to hear that. I'm not the kind of like, I am all for brutal honesty, especially with your like close friends. Like I'm never not gonna shit on my friends if they're doing something fucked up, right? I'm fine with that. What I'm not fine with is that I wasn't at that time getting fatter.
That wasn't happening.
Yeah, that was the part where I was like, what the fuck? Oh. But yeah, now I can wear these clothes again. Yeah, dude, getting unfat is wild. Like, because it's not like a quick process. It's like slow. But then like the more it happens, you're like, you'll see an old picture of yourself and you'll be like, wait, I look like that? What the fuck? Like, I don't remember being that fat. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Or it's like, it was like probably like right before I moved, I knew that I had to start losing weight. So I went to tie my shoes and I was like, I couldn't breathe while I was doing that.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's a telltale sign.
Like, yeah, I couldn't tie my shoes and now it's like, motherfucker, I'll tie my shoes all day and fucking, well, I'm doing it, But I need to buy a scale for this house because I feel like a scale would be really good for like tracking everything. Because like the only times that I like am able to track my weight is like when I go to the hospital because I'm dying from like eating not enough beans or something. Yeah. So it's like I remember the first time I went to the hospital, they gave me my weight in stone, by the way, which is like
what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying.
So they felt bad. They didn't want to tell you. Or like maybe if we make him do some math to work for the answer, he won't be so hurt.
Yeah, so I've been to the hospital twice since being up here, or last year. And so, like, the first time I went, they're like, oh, you're like X amount of stone. I can't remember the fucking number. But I'm just being like, what do you mean stone? Like, am I a Geodude? Like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, I'm not a rock-type Pokemon. Give it to me in fucking pounds or kilograms. But also, we're in America. What the fuck would you give me kilograms? And then, so I did the translation, and it's like, oh, fuck, like, I'm 270. Like, I'm fucking doing great. And because I was like 300 and like 304, 305 when I first moved here, and then like 2, 5, 6 months ago, I ended up going back for my kidney stones, and they weighed me again. It's like, oh, you're like 228, and it's like, oh shit, I'm gaming, and it's like I've lost even more weight since then. And it's like, I wonder if I'm below 200 yet. Like if I hit the 190 area, and I have no fucking clue. I'm just gonna keep walking my dog and not eating any food because I don't have any.
I think you've inspired me. I think I might also buy a scale now.
Yeah. Or don't. I mean, I've been doing very well trying to lose weight without a scale, so.
I'm just out of pure curiosity. So my family's only used the Wii Fit scale since it came out in 2008. And she died several years ago. So
the Wii scale or?
Well, yeah, the Wii scale.
Wait, who's she? I don't know who died.
The Wii scale is
the Wii scale.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I was so good. Dude, no, that's why I was confused. Because like when you were like, she died, I was like, wait, your mom died? Like, what the fuck? And you try to weigh her bones? Like, what the fuck is happening?
No. The Wii Fit scale, she died.
Okay.
And, sorry, do you want me to say Buddy died? Is that better for you?
How would that? How does that solve anything? How did Buddy?
Anyway,
dude,
so Buddy
my
died.
God.
And I haven't had a scale in years, and I haven't been to the doctor. I have no idea what number value you'd assign.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
So you reminded me by saying Buddy there. So I caught like in the same week, like same like fucking 48-hour period, Shan's used Buddy as a fucking pronoun, and then so did Nigel, and it was just dude, I was like howling when it happened because Nigel is so fucking. So Canadians are hilarious in that like. They refuse to accept that they have accents. fucking Runa would get so mad when I
we
would
don't.
point out. I'd be like, you have like there it is. You said a boot. Like you that's your fucking accent showing through. And she gets so fucking pissed. And Nigel's always like, Canadian accent. And it's like, you 100% have the most fucked up Canadian accent of all time. Do not even begin to play with me, motherfucker. Okay, there's no way you're not dropping a boots every fucking second. And the second Nigel said, well, buddy over here, I fucking went to the moon, dude. I fucking just lost control of my body for like 15 seconds. Thank God we were in Discord together, because Nigel would have left immediately.
Yeah, I never really realized how often I use it until like
It's so good.
The first time you pointed it out, I was like, "Fuck, I do say that a lot."
It's so good. Buddy is such a good pronoun. I want you to keep you it's
I
like
will.
Fielding's like going, okay, dude. Like, it's so good. Like, my favorite part of Fielding's too is like he would say okay, dude, unironically. Where he'd be like, he'd start talking, and I would just start like mocking his voice, going, "Okay, dude," and he'd respond with like, "Okay, dude," and he'd be like, "Oh wait, fuck." But now he does it ironically. It's the whole thing is just fantastic. I'm a big fan of the people that I've brought into my life and forced around me. And then sometimes I just don't hang out with them for months on end. Like I fucking linked up with two of my friends last night for like maybe a fucking 8-word conversation that I haven't seen in 3 years. My fucking friends Edo and Sev, and it's like I've like sort of replaced them like mentally. So like I think May is like a more chaotic evil version of my friend Sev, where like Sev doesn't swear and she's like, "Oh, dear is me," but like it doesn't have like the evil Machiavellian machinations that May does, where she like will manipulate an entire room of like 30 people to call me fat and grab my little rolls and push me down the stairs and stuff like that.
We had that on video.
Yeah, and then my friend Edo. So I went back. I got a shocking revolution to make. Okay, May didn't point at me. May just made wild pantomime emotions about how fat that I was. I rewatch it and May's like, "Why are you sweating?" And it's like, May, what the fuck? Oh my god, did you guys see the picture I posted of May T-posing?
No.
I saw it when you were watching the video, but I haven't seen the picture.
Dude, it's for no reason whatsoever. May goes to like walk behind someone in a chair, and instead of just being like, "Oh, excuse me," she just like full T-poses and like walks. It's so fucking funny.
He just scarecrows around him.
Yeah. There was no reason, because like May is like fucking paper thin. There's no reason she had to like extend her arms as if like this would not increase her width by all of like a quarter inch.
Yeah.
She went like this as if there's just like a massive gut sticking out that she had to say, "No, you are literally Paper Mario. If you turn at the wrong angle, you disappear on the camera. You are a 2-dimensional object."
I need to see all these videos and pictures from your birthday.
Well, this is the security camera. I was just finding the ground zero of May calling me fat, and we don't have the exact moment. We have like
it clip off.
Yeah, because it clips off to May being like, "Fat fuck, what?" Round, large, and then
it skips like a second, and then
and then it's me responding with like, "Wow, May, like I sure do love being called fat forever. Like, thanks for pointing that out. I'm sure everyone else didn't notice." Good times, man. Good times. I'm planning a lot of trips this year. This year being 2023. I've got 3 on the top of my head, 2 of which I won't talk about, but one of them is going to Quotes' house, and it's going to be
Oh, you don't want to talk about the one going to my house? That's okay if you want to keep it on the down.
If you're fine talking about it. You don't live you live at 2 different houses.
Yeah, and you're welcome at either of them. I have twice the opportunities for you. We can stop here at this house with the walls that aren't done, and then we can hop, skip, and jump over to London to the other house.
Yeah, listen.
Where you have like a small cot to sleep on.
Listen. Okay. I think that I'm gonna like. I gotta figure out like how I want to sell some of my magic coins this year, but I think we're gonna do a lot of traveling.
Listen, you're gonna have to sell at least enough to get that plot of land up north.
Hell yeah, bro!
So that we can go survey it for trees that will sell.
I'll tell you what, buddy. If my parents are brutally murdered this year, we'll buy that fucking plot of land. How does that sound, buddy?
Hell yeah. The opportunity.
There's
just
no
there.
opportunity. There's zero opportunity. This is a money
of
sink.
land.
This is the SHIB coin of real life.
No.
This is the SHIB coin of properties.
160 acres.
No running water. No electricity.
Yeah, there's a stream. There's literally a river. That's how you access the property.
To
you
clarify,
have to kayak in.
To clarify, shit. When I say no running water, what I don't mean is that there is a river that runs through the property.
So
what I mean,
put a little elbow grease into getting the water potable.
There's a house where you can turn a faucet.
We'll build it, and they will come.
Oh, so I do think like, if I ever win the lottery, like instead of our lives getting better, they're gonna get worse because now I'll have the money to afford to record us living in such shit environments.
Just think, you tell everyone they get a hiking bag worth of supplies and that's what they bring, but you're not allowed to talk to anyone else going. So like, you have to just guess, like, should I bring a saw, a hammer? Well, I hope fucking Rosaria brings one. So
to clarify, in your world, not only are you and I now living in electricityless land, we're now convincing my entire extended friend group.
Oh yeah, everyone.
So yeah,
it's
we're gonna have
160 acres.
So yeah, we're gonna spend like a month and a half filming a fucking survival series where we're gonna build a log cabin that collapses on top of May and kills her.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is my concept, right?
Lay it on me.
We all convoy up there. We all get the kayaks into the property, right? Mm-hmm. And then that's when the countdown starts. You can leave at any time, but there's never a time you can come back.
This is just the plot of Hunger Games. This is just all this is.
Well, it might end up that way, but until that point,
I wanna add some clarification shit. I think that your plan is almost perfect. I think that we start the recording 6 months prior. Okay.
The prep phase.
Yeah. We go to everyone's house individually as we like set up hidden cameras with our infinite money. They would never know they were there. And then we send like a Hogwarts owl to crash through their fucking window with a little like, ribbon on them that explains that you've been invited to the opportunity of a lifetime. And then then we like follow them as they all plan their stuff. May is like, I think that we need to have granola. Granola is very important. And so May packs a bag full of granola, and then Spiv is like, I think that we need granola. And then
exactly.
Everyone just brings granola. We have no tools, but so much granola.
That's fine. Then we have more food to build our tools with.
And then we're all kayaking in, right? This is like a fucking 40 kayak train. We have a baggage train kayak as well because there's just so much stuff we're bringing.
And then like Spiv's wheelchair to like a motor.
No, Spiv doesn't even make it that far, okay? Spiv fucking trips or falls out of her chair and is left at the shoreline, okay? We have no time. The storm is coming. There's also a storm coming. So that's why we have to go down this river. And we lose like 5 people going down this river, okay? Tay's glasses wash up on shore and we just 07, brother. That's the end of it.
Yeah. You have to win that $1 billion lottery and this could be a reality.
Yeah. No, if I had $1 billion, my life, like my quality of living would actually would go down so horribly, but I would pay everyone like, hey, here's $2 million like for 1 year of your life and content. Okay. And
I do it for free.
That's the problem. I would also do it for free. But
I'd do it for both of your shares.
Yeah. There's no universe that you convince May to go kayaking down a fucking river in a storm unless you're like, May, you never have to go back to the rocket house ever again. And then suddenly May is like, I'm interested. Keep talking. Go ahead. Well, then the podcast. Okay, so May's actually not invited. May has to always work. Aethel can come, but he can't tell May that he's getting paid for it. Because if May stops working, she won't need this podcast and will be irrelevant.
True.
So
I feel like we could get a little bit more viewers if it was $1 billion venture into the northern wilderness of Canada with 100 unprepared humans.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think our outreach would be a little bit bigger than May.
Do you think there's like wilderness in Saudi Arabia that we could go explore and fuck around in?
Why? That's
probably
Why?
Okay. Well, because I'm sure, like in that country, because like in America, right? If I take your guys' passports and rip them up, I go to prison. If I do it in Saudi Arabia, we're allowed. That's fine. That way, you guys can't leave. You have to make the content. You're a prisoner of the content.
See, it's the exact same thing as just going to northern Canada. What are they gonna do? Walk back to civilization?
Well, no, it's not okay. But like, if they die
All
in
the
this
authorities?
experiment, I get in trouble, right? Whereas in Saudi Arabia, they're like pets. I can
Only if
classify them
they're
as pets.
found.
That's fair. Well, in this
Make them
scenario, there
sign
will
a
be
waiver.
recordings everywhere.
Just make them sign a waiver.
So lucky you, there is a lot of wilderness in the Saudi Arabia. It's called the Arabian Desert because that's pretty much all you got over there.
I don't know if I want to do a desert survival trip.
No, that'll at least be season 3.
I really
Season
want to have
one
a
is
survival
before.
trip, by the way. I want to have like a full fucking 4 or 5 days in the fucking woods with like 6 or 8 people and we record it. But the
Oh, yeah,
problem
yeah.
is the entire fucking guild is bitch made and no one is interested. And I think the only people that are like actually interested or willing to do it are like you, myself, Quotes, and like Emma and Nigel claim they'd be down for it, but they're fucking mutes, cowards
Yeah,
who like
they
can't
don't
even
exist.
talk to us with their voices. There's no fucking universe they show up in real life anywhere.
Literally NPCs.
Yeah,
I think
Ireland,
Ed-
iPad kid.
I think Aethel would go.
I think he would too. Actually, I feel like Aethel has that like that dog in him, you know, the man gene.
I think we could shame him into going.
See,
Yeah.
I'd do it because one, it would make good content if I died, so it'd be really fucking funny. But then two is I think it'd be fun.
Should I call Aethel right now and ask him if he would do it?
Yeah, throw him on
Yeah,
quick.
let's do
Get
that.
a guest opinion.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Because I think the only other one I'd put up there would be I think Piggy would do it. I think I could get Piggy on.
All right, let's see if
Guest
let's see
appearance.
if Aethel shows up.
Sure, he'll pop in.
Yeah, there's no way that he doesn't answer, and that this is a giant waste of a bit. And
Yeah. So how many people we got with that? 3, 4 quotes with. That's
who
it.
knows? Yeah, listen.
Well,
Once Aethel answers, he's probably at dinner right now, which is unfortunate. I really wanted him to hop in here and say something. Let me text him, and we'll see if he.
We'll take his silence as a definite yes.
Yeah, actually, I can even call him, and he'll screen my call. But
Okay. Give me his number as well, and I'll call him too. And he'll just be bombarded by different numbers.
There's no way this is bad content.
No.
There's just dead air as I make a phone call.
Well, we're giving May the opportunity to really realize why she listens to us, and it's to fill this dead air. So we're gonna take a moment of peace.
No, there's no peace in this podcast. There's only noise. Okay, so my only conclusion is that one of two things is happening. Aethel is dead. He's been killed because normally he would screen my call. Let's not give away Aethel's phone number on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, that or he's getting pegged by May right now. There's only 2 options.
Ooh.
Okay, so what? These are hypotheses.
Your mind works in interesting ways.
These are ideas.
Oh, it's definitely the dynamic that would be happening.
Yeah, there's no shot. I think May has said on record several times that she pegs Aethel. I'm definitely not making this up, and May is definitely not shocked and angry in her car right now, just fuming like a fucking cartoon character with steam coming out of her ears, plotting my fucking demise.
Get a very passive aggressive comment in general chat tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, no, it's May. May is not passive aggressive. May is aggressive. Okay.
It's just aggressive.
Yeah. Let's not fucking throw.
I was trying to think of a word of aggressive without any swears or like normal hostility, like that southern hostility.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Well, no. Passive aggressive is like where you're being insulting but trying to pass it off as not insulting. Where like like say you were wearing like a shitty shirt, I'd be like, wow, like. And it's really brave of you to wear that shirt. It's like, oh, like, wait, it's very rude of me to say, as
It's
opposed
like
to
asking if the laundry was dirty.
yeah, like, oh, I guess was it laundry day today, Jet? Was that what happened?
Oh, yeah, I get it. No, I get it.
Yeah, it is laundry day
No,
for
I
me
like this
today.
game. Can we just keep shitting on Jit? This is a lot of fun.
No. I love Jet. Jet's one of my fucking favorite people named Jordan DeSantis.
Hell yeah, that's me.
Yeah, no. I'm making the official decree. I am no longer calling Spiv. Okay.
Okay.
She is
do you have another name
finally-
in mind?
Yeah, either Big L or Lauren. I'm making the switch. I've decided that I like the name Lauren so much that we have to use it. We're wasting opportunities by not referring to Big L as Lauren.
No,
Big L is so good.
Yeah. That's why I've been calling little fella Big L recently. in all of our
Listen.
messages.
If Spiv reaches this point in the podcast, I'll also throw in the big L word.
Sorry, if who reaches this point of the podcast?
May's best friend.
Oh, Big L. Yeah.
Yeah. Haley's number one.
Yeah, Haley's number one. Her bestie. Yeah, I have brainworms. Anyways, that's the end.
Right.
Do you want to play games after this shit?
No, maybe we'll play some games.
Oh, maybe. Okay.